Hi, this is Ricky-san. I'm a Pi consultant. In this video, I'd like to show you how to identify the duplicated instrument tag to delete so that you can better utilize your tag usage. Like sometimes from OPC, if you create some OPC tags in your Pi server, you might have created multiple tags with different names, but they all have the same instrument tag. This is the video on how to identify the instrument tag that are duplicated or more than one actually, so you can get rid of the one that you don't need, right? Like you only need one. That's the video. So let's dive into the screen. What I have right now here is PySQL Command Delete. What's in the background is I'm going to utilize PyOLEDP provider and then try to identify all these instrument tags that are duplicate. This is the query that you could utilize to find out your instrument tag has more than one. So let's execute that. Command is invalid. Oh, I know why. Because I pick on one, like a little bit portion. I didn't select the whole thing. So what's returned to me is that the instrument tag 2 and 4 having 3 of them. Like it can count the system having 3 of the same instrument tag 2 and 4. So what I need to do is first I need to go to open up Excel, and then I grab all the tags from my Pi server, right? Search for all the tags and then press OK. All I need is instrument tags. I pick on instrument tag here and that's it. So I have my tag list loaded. Your Pi server would have so much tag than mine. This is just an example for simulations. Your tag is much more bigger than me. What's the next step? After you identify your tables inside this query, make sure you use this query, and then I'm going to copy paste this table over to my Excel in another sheet. So this is a sheet that have duplicate instrument tag. And I go back to this list and say use a match function. So I'm going to put match on the top and then go use the add match function and then look up value. First, I look up the value of my instrument tag here, and then lookup array is my sheet number 2 with this list. Make sure you grab the whole list here, and then the third one is exact match. And you can close it, and I see that my formula did not convert to a number or something calculations. So what I need to do is maybe have the whole thing, format cell, and then say general, and then make sure I type in the enter, and then it become NA. And if I just do an example like drag and drop 3 of them, I see that there's an issue. A1 and A2 is my list and it shouldn't be changing. And all the change I should have is the D2 become D3 because this is D3 and need to go on and on. This one is A2 and A3 on the sheet number 2. That is not going to work for me because it look up to another area. So what I need to do is to lock this one. I need to lock instrument tag list. So what I need to do is like just the shortcut is F4, but if you want to type it in is the $ on the column and then $ for the row. So $, and then $, it will lock it. I got this, and then if I do a sample for three of the rows, I see that D2 become D3, but everything is locked. So I'm good now, and I'm going to massively create for all these rows, other rows. And I see when I hop over, I see a match here, and 1 and 2 here. What does 1 mean? It matches the sheet number 2, row number 1. And if I look at this one, it's instrument tag 4, so it matches row number 2. That's why it is 1 and 2 here. And if I do a filter, so what I'd like to do now is to get rid of all these NA. NA means it doesn't have a match in your sheet number 2 list. So let's do the filter and get rid of the NA. So I got this list now, and this list will be much bigger in your company than mine. Mine is a 200 tags Pi server. Yours will be thousands or millions of tags. Now what I can do is to utilize PyDataLink, and I like grab the time and also the value by the archive value function inside PyDataLink, so I could identify which tag got created created long, and then I'm going to delete those that are shorter. So the time period. Somehow I would tag that got created longer time will work better and got more archive value. So that's the one I want to keep. This is how I do it. Do the archive value functions. First, I'm using my Pi servers, and then grab my tag list here, and then the timestamp would be sometime I have in the past. It could be 10 years ago. It could whenever you want. It just has to be a long time ago. So what I'm gonna do is like do this 1st of January 2000, and then retrievable will be next, because I want to. So my timestamp is right here, and I want to get something next. So this is why I have this settings, and then the output cell, yeah, this is okay. Time on the left, and then press OK. So now you get some time here, and the value point created, it's okay because when you create a tag, you have point created. What I like to do now is to copy this to new sheets and make sure you paste it with value, because I don't want to paste the formula over. I just want to paste everything back. And you see this time, what I like to do is to format the cell, go back so that it become like a time I could utilize. So this kind of like I convert the time. What I like to do is do the filter again. And then I'm going to like maybe the oldest to the newest, and then do the, maybe you can do one at a time, right? Like do the match of one first, do the one first, and then you kind of look at the time, get rid of some tags. Oh, they are created at the same time. I want to keep the one that is oldest, but there is a tie, so I will just keep one, and this one tag to go. So I'm not gonna delete the one that I wanted to keep. I'm going to get rid of the X here, and I'm going to delete these two. And then what I like to do also is let's do the number 2, and then I look at the time. This one is the same, so I'm gonna keep this one and delete the other 2. And then I get rid of the filter, remove the filter. I have a list that I wanted to delete now. And then what I like to do is Pi builder delete, but the delete function actually won't appear if you don't check this box. So make sure you check this box. Just wanted to show you. See, what I want to show you, this box is not automatically enabled because it's pretty dangerous to delete tags, and it's pretty hard to get the data back. I could create a video on how to get the data back, but it's pretty complicated process, and you will need to spend some time on retrieving the data back. So don't easily delete the data, otherwise it will waste you so much time just to get it back. That's something you don't need to do, but did it, then you have so much work after. Now I have a list. I can delete safely, make sure everything is correct, and then you can press the delete button and then go ahead and say yes, and then tag got deleted, and then you have a cleaner Pi server with no duplicated instrument tags. That's how I would do it. But there's a lot of manual process, I understand, and there could be program out there that can do the same thing. I'm just saying you don't need the program to constantly do it, because you just need to do a cleanup once in a while. So that's how I would approach deleting the duplicated instrument tags or anything over one or more than one instrument tags duplicates. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I'll see you next week. Bye.